basically...
What the hell is that?
I'm sorry. Well...
Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show. Will and Thunder Show.
Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show.
Okay, are we back on? We're back. All right. Well, that was kind of strange. That's about the most technical difficulty you can get out of nowhere. You're like, guess what? We're about to go off the air. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
What the hell is going on?
What the hell is that?
Exactly.
Oh, man.
So what happened there?
I don't... Well, I know exactly what happened, but somehow the show was made into a 15-minute show. I have no idea how that happened, but that's what happened.
Well, we're not a 15-minute show. We're a 2-hour show, and I'd like to apologize to the listeners out there who are keeping up with our first story, but we will have them back on next week, beginning of our show, and we'll finish that out right there. That was a big win-win for them right there, and it's nice to hear that the other hosts we had on our show that did the Rosary with them, the American
well,
reject.
The American.
I didn't mean that. Oh my goodness!
But
like some timers kicked it right there.
We've got somebody on hold. If you guys want, if you're on hold and you want to talk, if this is our guest, press 1 to be put into the queue. What we're gonna do, basically the people at Blog Talk Radio started a new show and everything, and since I'm on Skype, I can't have Facebook up at the same time, otherwise it'll crash my Skype. But what he did was, well, he said that he was going to put a new link on the Facebook page so that, a new link that people will be able to listen to, and it'll work. So, yeah, hopefully that'll be up here in just a second. Sorry about the confusion. If I could get on Facebook right now, I would, but I can't.
Well, let's go ahead and throw out our phone number so people can call in, because if you call in, you can listen through the queue.
Yeah. But
so
we're good.
Go ahead and give them the number out real quick.
It's 646-716-6135, and like I said, we do have somebody on the line right now. But if they want to, if they want to talk, you need to press 1 so you can get into the queue. But anyway, we're going to play a song from our guest. This is Antagonizers from the Dirty South, from Atlanta, and
Hot Atlanta.
These guys are really good, and we're going to play a song that kind of fits right now. The song's called "Hold Your Ground." That's what we did. Hold your ground. Grace under fire. And
that's right.
And we'll be right back with the Antagonizers on the Will and Thunder Show.
This is not a sad story. It's just life. Hey! 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 One, two, three, go! Well, I'm just a kid on stick, and I'm on the ball line, and I'm like sick. Rusted on litter, with all friends of my own. Got beat on the street, I beat at school, stayed at home, I was fucking blue. I fight a fight back, what's the boy to do? So long, I'm on, I never come back, and I keep on running, for I could attack, anything I'll fight, just survive. Even though I can't smile at me, when I get up and bruise and terrorize me, I roll out the window, just to run home.
All right, welcome back to the Will and Thunder Show, take 2. That's
right, and that's your first taste of Antagonizer out of Atlanta. Man, see, that's the one thing I love about funk music. It's the kind of, screw you side of rock and roll right there, where you can just get out there. It's like a punch in the face,
I wanted to get into a mosh pit like right then after all that stuff went down with the show.
Absolutely. Well, that's what I love about that kind of music. I mean, you get out there, just the aggression you get out. You can hear it in the drums with that pop, 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 pop. Punk music has that drive to it. You know what I mean?
You can't.
You're
you
sitting
can't,
around,
you can't help
you throw on some punk music. You cannot just sit down and listen to the Sex Pistols and the Misfits. You can't just sit there. Oh yeah, okay. No, man, it's just like in your face kind of. Oh, I love it, man.
Anyway, let's go ahead. We're still somewhat on time. Let's go ahead and bring our guest in.
From the great state of Atlanta, we have Antagonizer. We got him on?
No. Okay, now we got him. How's it going?
Here. What are the chances?
How we doing, man?
I'm doing all right, Still angry, got something to say, making my way on my own, and that's why I still do it. That's what I tell the kids,
That's it, man. And who do we have on the phone? Is this a vocalist?
I
Guitar player, drummer?
Well, my main job is to play drums. All 4 of us sing. Bodon does the front singing, and the rest of us do all the rest of the singing. I guess melodies, harmonies, backups, whatever you call it.
Right.
I tell you what, that Hold Your Ground song.
We're a 4-man orchestra.
After what just went down with the show, I don't know if you guys were listening when that happened, but I needed that. And in fact, I still might just get up and run into a wall just for the hell of it, just to pull off a little steam right now.
Well, hey, Black Flag had a Henry Rollins era along the lines of the same thing there.
Absolutely.
Rather than opening Bartles and James, get some black coffee and head for the wall.
That's right.
Isn't that it? I don't remember. It's been years since I played that.
Henry Rollins and Black Flag that's definitely back in the day, man.
Yeah. So, you want to talk about energy? Every person who ever even was fanatical about the band, much less in it, was the epitome of passing on or conveying the struggle, which is the scene of punk rock.
Oh, absolutely. And you see, how many different members have gone through Black Flag? And each time, you're right.
It's not that many, but I'm sure we don't know about the auditions that flopped,
Right.
Exactly.
I'm sure everybody and their mom wanted in that one.
We have another call here. I'm assuming it's other guys in the band.
I just responded to frantic texts a few minutes before I got you passing on the phone number. I was looking up at the time I got the text.
And you probably have a lot of confused people on Facebook right now wondering what the hell happened. I don't know if that if the new link is up.
New, right?
Well, this is the worst. This is the worst Spinal Tap moment we've had on the show so far.
Well, thank you, Cleveland, right?
That's right. Thank you, Cleveland.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna
St.
go.
Louis.
Oh man, we're gonna bring them on right now. We have a Spinal Tap segment that we'll do in a little bit, where you tell us about your Spinal Tap moments and stuff.
I have drumsticks that go to volume 11.
Nice.
I'm working on getting some custom-made ones that go to 13 and a half. But
because you need the half, and the half has to be there. That way, you just have a little bit more.
There's a fine line between 13, 13 and a half, and 14, which takes 600 grit emery cloth rather than files and 60 grit sandpaper.
Exactly. And you can't make those on a lathe either. They have to be handcrafted.
Right.
Absolutely.
Also, the catch to that is finding the drum heads that will take that.
Right.
They have new Kevlar ones. That will handle it.
Oh, can I get them from the police department?
Absolutely. But you have to. They also have the carbon fiber ones, but you get those from the auto shop.
Yeah, or you get them from the auto manufacturers, right?
That's right.
Isn't that what they make the doors and hoods out of now?
Exactly, that's right.
I don't
the
know.
aftermarket parts.
When I was growing up, Buicks were made out of metal and don't slam the damn door.
That's
exactly.
right.
Yeah.
Well, who is
Yeah,
this?
I had a
we have
1973 Ford Thunderbird. That was all metal.
I used to
weighed
have
about
75
12,000 pounds.
metal with a 460 in it, and that thing got away from the cops on a few yahoos.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm a little too old and responsible to be doing stuff like that now. But I tell you what, that the rear end spin the tires and make a hell of a smoke show make me have to go buy tires.
Oh, absolutely. That Thunderbird, I had a 351 Cleveland in there, and for a car that weighed that much, it was shit and get.
Yeah, well, that was small for back in the day cars, but nowadays you drop that in something, you're good to go.
I want to see who this is. Who's this on hold with a 678 area code? Is this the other guys from the band?
That may be Richard.
Well, bring them on in. Come on in. How you doing today?
Doing all right. How about you guys?
We're doing fine.
We're doing fantastic now.
Oh, wait, Bill, he sounds like one of those Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, fuck you, Eric.
Yeah. That's something you'll only
Remind me later to tell you a great story about a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, don't get me started. Please.
Oh, man. You can talk for days about Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yes, you can.
I could talk for days about seeing the sun in the clouds.
Yeah, he can. He always takes a long way around the story.
Wrote a song about it. Here it goes.
Well, it sounds like Thunder here. He is a bass player, so it sounds like you two are cut from the same cloth. There's no easy way to tell a story with Thunder there.
Oh no, there's no easy way to tell a story.
Well, if you've ever watched the movie Cars, you know what comes after lightning? Thunder.
That's right.
That other dude, the blue car, Thunder, whatever his name was, and he didn't get it, so he had to ask the pit crew. Yeah.
The green car, Thunder, whatever his name. Yeah, I know.
They were both going for the
Piston Cup.
The Cowboy.
The Piston Cup. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
So
we go to punk music to cars. Now that's a transition.
What does Richard play in the band?
And that's for all our 5-year-olds listening right here. We got you.
Yeah, I play guitar.
Awesome, I do too.
Well, anyway, let's get back to this music thing. You guys are from Atlanta, right? So you guys are big, big city, big music scene, man. You guys must be having a blast. How long have you guys been together?
3 years.
Yeah, this form of the band has been together 3 years. You know, it started way back. You know, I think in the early 2000s up in Chapel Hill.
December 2010 is when everything was trying to get started, and then we got when Billy had gotten shot point blank in the face, and when he healed, I hit him up a week before he was ready to be healed, and that was about March or April, I think, of 2011, and that everything started coming together pretty well, and then once Billy and Richard and I became a unit, it was unstoppable, pretty much.
And you guys just got done touring, right?
Yeah, we did a few dates down in Florida recently.
That's cool. That's where we hail from, man. That's where we're from, Florida.
Nice. Yeah, we went on with Gangrene and SSD, Sonic Spring of Droogs. Yeah,
you guys have opened up for a lot of bands out there. I mean, like Rancid and Dawson Front.
That's what you do until you get bands up.
Well, the band in one form or another have. Yeah, we've opened up for quite a few bands since we started this version. Let's see.
Seconds.
Yeah, we did.
Seconds. Murphy's Law.
Yeah, Murphy's Law.
Toured with Info Riot.
Yeah.
So you guys are living a dream right now, and you guys are just
living the dream minus the money, but yeah, it's all about the dream, man.
Living the poor version of the dream, but yeah.
Try to get there.
If we were living the dream, we'd be getting Justin Bieber and Jay-Z bankroll, wouldn't we?
Yeah,
you don't want to.
Jay-Z's got a line to a song that says, "I can't wear skinny jeans because my knots won't fit." I mean, how are you going to be punk rock without skinny jeans, right?
Exactly. Well, you know what? What's the age group?
Go ahead.
What's your guys' age groups? I mean, how old are you guys?
Yeah, I'm 35.
So you're mid-30s. So, I mean, yeah.
Good tattoos and good stories, right?
That's right. That's right. I mean, we've talked to a lot of, kids on the radio, on this radio show, which, I mean, they're good in their own right, don't get me wrong, but, I mean, you guys have the experience and age, I mean, especially, to play punk rock music, to know good punk rock music.
Right.
From back in the day, I mean, you got to have a little bit of that age behind you right there.
Well, I got into it back in the day, and my mind has not changed one bit, other than the fact of instead of being a kid, now I have kids, and I feel exactly the same way, and I'm still as angry just viewing it from not being a kid, but being of age.
Yeah, it kind of pisses you off
more. So then I have to explain it to my kids that way,
Like, Daddy, what's the government? Here, listen to this song.
No, I get. Daddy, why are you old and still punk rock? And things like that. Daddy, when are you gonna be too old to be punk rock?
Never.
Never.
I'm thinking to myself, well, UK subs, those guys are kind of old, and like my parents' age or older, and yeah, they're still playing shows with dyed hair and all that stuff, and
they're still really damn good live.
Oh yeah, unbeatable.
Oh, all you have to do when somebody asks you about that, I mean, this isn't punk, obviously, but if somebody asks you, well, don't you think you're too old? Doesn't Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons think they're too old? They still get up there with makeup and spikes and leathers and dragons and tongues and all that crap.
They may not, but the rest of the world does, right?
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, I said it, right? Write it down. I'll admit to it.
That's right.
And somebody had to say it.
Hey, you're right, though.
And by the way, Justin Bieber, you're too old now to be a teen heartthrob. So how about you go find a good Chinese buffet and choke on something? Right?
Absolutely. Too bad we didn't win that hockey match in the Olympics and he could go home.
Yeah, right. Like the Miracle on Ice would have been meaningless.
He lives in Atlanta now.
That.
He lives in Atlanta now. I'm so sorry.
Lucky
you.
Yeah.
He lives over in the uptown in the uppity neighborhood of Buckhead.
The property value
that's
dropped.
Yeah, I think my wife's uncle or cousin lives over there in that Buckhead area. But
yeah.
Yeah.
You douchebag?
No, he's actually a really good guy, man. He just got lucky. He just got lucky and married into a family that has some money.
Oh yeah.
He sells cars or something down there. I mean.
Yeah, that's code for selling cocaine.
Exactly.
All right.
But
I'm an entrepreneur. My name's Lil John. Yeah.
Nice. Oh man. So let's I'm sure you guys do have a lot of Spinal Tap moments and everything, right? Where just maybe something went wrong. I mean, every band.
I mean,
that's like every
moment,
every just about every band moment,
Well, we had a major.
Except it's not filmed, and we don't have those funny haircuts and mustaches and tank tops with the funny accent, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So if we go to Nashville and say thank you, Cleveland, it's not as funny.
Exactly. So you guys play Tennessee quite a bit?
We've played that a few times now.
We played Memphis once. We played Nashville 2 or 3 times, Richard. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think 3
Have
times.
we played Knoxville? I don't remember.
We have not played Knoxville yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I live right in between Memphis and Nashville.
Oh, well.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah, I mean,
I'll tell you something about Tennessee. When I'm in the room, I'm the only 10 you see. Right? That didn't come off as smoothly as it was supposed to. That was a bad joke to start with.
It should have been the only 10 I see.
I knew what he meant.
Yeah.
It almost went over.
That's what all the girls say.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, well, with what happened with the show, I mean, we're probably not going to get a lot of listeners because of what happened. They probably don't know what to do. It's like they click the link and it's not there. So
replay's on YouTube before.
Exactly. I was just going to say that. I'll get on putting this particular show on YouTube and tonight. That way, they'll be able to listen to it tomorrow or something. But it's unfortunate because it seemed like a lot of people were excited about listening to it if you read over the show page on Facebook. But well. Oh,
speaking of that, I gotta make a shout out to the counterculture attorney Donahue and the Antaga APD officer Thomas. Thank you. I told him I would.
He got a round of applause.
Yeah. Well, that's better. That's better than the what the fuck did he say that I usually get? Or did he just fucking say that?
Well, tell us a little bit about your album, man.
The Hold Your Ground EP?
Yeah, your new, the Hold Your Ground EP, the one with the City Boy, Believe.
Well, you go ahead and start there.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we started compiling some songs shortly before that, and we had, talked to Joe on and off, and he seemed interested in working with us, so we decided to go in one weekend and we cut 6 songs total, and those are the 4 that made it onto the EP. So we just went in there and banged it out in a weekend, and then put it out.
And we have
behind the songs is really good. Bodon will have to tell most of those. The City Boy one was I don't want to tell the wrong story, but there's a whole story behind it. And Bodon was telling Joe and me when we were tracking vocals one day at Joe's studio, and Hold Your Ground is pretty cut and dry. It's about the little guy not putting up with the BS.
Right.
And Believe is kind of along the same ways of, being the outnumbered outcast, and you got to believe in something, or you're going to end up with nothing. Stick up for yourself. Nobody else can.
Exactly. Well, age-old thing: believe in something or live for nothing.
It's like the punk rock rule book in a song.
Right.
Absolutely.
We have a caller. Let's go ahead and bring them on.
How much you
Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show.
What's going on, guys? Hold on.
Oh, what's up, dude?
I just sitting here for a couple seconds, listening to you guys chat. Took me a minute to find the phone number, but sorry talking a little late.
Were you listening to it online?
Just a little bit. I just heard Eric start to tell a little story about City Boy and Hold Your Ground.
Okay, that's good. That's good because that means that
you're filling the gaps on that.
Well, that means that the link is up. We had a major crash earlier in the show, and
okay.
So that means that the link is up on the Facebook page, right?
I'm asking. You know what? I'm sorry. I just saw the phone number. I was just thinking I the phone number.
I texted the phone number to the guys.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we still don't know. We still don't know if the link is back up on Facebook. Hey, it's all good. Like you said, that's what rebroadcast and YouTube are for. So
that's it.
Gotcha. Okay. What we got going on?
Well, I was hoping you'd get through pretty soon so you could tell the story behind City Boy.
Well, actually, they haven't heard yet. City Boy was actually stuff friendly. So growing up in the city and making sound of fast jams and really not giving a shit about anything but surviving. The story you're talking about, Eric, was a situation.
Oh, Bad Situation. Yeah, that's the one with the good story. That's for another interview after we release that, right? Yeah. So everybody grab the bottom of your seat, but not too hard, because if you grab too hard, the stamina will not last.
Boy, when I hold the ground, like you said, there's stuff bad story. You get pushed around as a child, and I was afraid to fight back because maybe you can get it worse, and then you come home and you get it, and you must only get it every quarter, you're getting it, and eventually you just had enough, and you don't care about it anymore, and some poor soul gets your wrath of prisoners of being bullied, and then from that point forward, there's your problem.
Somebody's got a really bad cell.
That's Bo.
Yeah, Bo's going in and out pretty bad over there.
Man, yeah. Do you have an app for that?
it still bad?
What was that?
Is it still bad?
No,
That sounds
No, that's better.
I hear you now, man.
You must have opened up your app.
I had an ask for that. I got it from Eric.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the Antaga interview app.
nice.
You can find that at the Android or Apple store.
The funny thing is, guys, is that Chris Doherty from Gang Green, he's doing the Tampa radio show right now in Beach, and
oh wow,
throwing out buys for Antagonizers. And I told Chris, I was like, well, that's all right, because when I talked to our guys on our blog radio, we telling them about how Gang Green's coming back to Atlanta. So there you go.
Yeah.
Two
We're gonna have
radios
to get
talking
Gang Green
about
on.
the entire bands.
You guys are everywhere.
We're everywhere, universal, solidified, baby.
Just like the
You
CIA.
can't stop. You can't stop them. You can't stop them. The word's
They're
out
doing
now.
punk rock, buddy.
That's
Have you
right.
played any music yet, or what are we talking about now?
We played.
They hold your ground when I called.
Yeah.
Nice.
We can go ahead and play another one and take a break.
Let's go ahead and do that. Let's take a break. Let's play another Antagonizer song. Why don't we go ahead and play City Boy?
There we go.
City Boy or Believe?
Believe.
All right. Okay, this is Believe by Antagonizers, and we'll be right back on the Will and Thunder Show.
Nice.
Yeah, that sounds good. What?
When I saw my dad, Dad, we need to talk. Daddy, I wanna be like you. Tell me what I gotta do. Daddy, gotta fight, hit him on your mic. I knock him down, hit him again. Daddy, I'll fight, hit him on my mic. I hit him till I win. That's right. Whoa, whoa, you gotta believe. You gotta believe now. You gotta believe. Always fight for something. Don't get stuck with nothing. Whoa, whoa, you gotta believe in something. So I went into my mom, said, Mom, we need to talk. Mama, I wanna make you proud. Tell me what I gotta do. So you gotta fight, hit him on your mic. I knock him down, hit him again. Mama, I'll fight, hit him on my mic. I hit him till I win. That's right, man. Whoa, whoa, you gotta believe. You gotta believe now. You gotta believe. Always fight for something. Don't get stuck with nothing. Whoa, whoa, you gotta believe in something. You gotta believe in something. Gotta believe in something. Gotta believe in something. Gotta believe. You gotta believe in something. Gotta believe in something. Gotta believe in something. Gotta believe. Whoa, you gotta believe. You gotta believe. Always fight for something. Don't get stuck with nothing. Whoa, you gotta believe. You gotta believe. You gotta believe.
All right, welcome back to the Will and Thunder Show. That was Antagonizers with Believe, and I still want to go run into a wall. That was a cool song, guys.
Well, thanks.
Thank you. That's the most applause I've heard after it since we did the same push button thing at practice today.
He said he wasn't running for a while. I'm gonna use that line.
No, not about the wall. The applause.
That's awesome.
We just turned the delay effect up on the vocal so it gets that clappy kind of sound.
And throw some reverb into one person clapping, makes it sound like a crowd.
One. Yeah, there must have been 24 takes then, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's layer it. So I can keep going for more.
Let's bend the pitch on that high on the girl that you can hear kind of screaming. Let's bend the pitch on her so it sounds like she's having an orgasm.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah. All you have to do at our show is say, "Bo, take your shirt off."
No, there's plenty of apps running around. Obviously, all my ex-girlfriends have had that bend the pitch app. Okay.
I'm not sure if I want to know.
Yeah. Right. You probably don't. What goes on?
How long has the radio show been going on?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, how long have you been doing your radio show?
We started
doing it for about
back in September. Back in September or October is when we started it. We've had some, we haven't had. Well, actually, we have had a big name on it. We had Jack Starr. He's a not so well known guitar god, but I mean he is up. He's more like a cult. Has more like a cult following than somebody like an Yngwie Malmsteen or a Steve Vai or whatever. But we had him on. We've had a band called King Shifter, which they're like. Go ahead.
They're metal, aren't they? King Shifter?
Yeah.
They are, but they've got some punk influence to it, but they are more metal.
Right.
I've got some stories about Yngwie Malmsteen's pizza.
That's what I was going to bring up. That's a story that is one of those Jesco White type stories.
Let's do it.
Oh my God, he was an insufferable prick. Man, they said. I mean, this motherfucker refers to himself in third person. First off, that's number one. No, all right. He wouldn't let his fans shake his hands. Right? So at the end of the night, they send me to get his fucking pizza. So I decided right before I take it to him, so I pull my shit out and I fucking jerk off all on his pizza and go serve it to him.
Knuckle children.
It's fucking beautiful. He is such a douchebag.
I committed fucking knuckle genocide all over his fucking pizza.
He is such a fucking douchebag, dude. He played at this club in Melbourne where Will and I grew up, and we were just sitting outside afterward, man, just hanging out, man. And the show was good, don't get me wrong, but as he was walking out going to get his fucking bus, we're just like, hey, what's up, man? And he was just like, fuck you guys. And I'm like, dude, you're a dick, man.
Yeah.
No, that's about time he needs to eat a whole bowl of something hard like concrete, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing that bothers.
Well, good job on your fucking his pizza up. I mean, he's a douche, man.
Pizza, buddy.
Well,
and the funny thing is,
childish, but it was satisfying at the time. I mean, shit, I would have done it.
One.
I know you did it too, because you're a nasty motherfucker. That's why you called Nick Dick. It was Dirty Dick. That's what it is.
Damn.
Yeah.
That poor piece of pizza.
I know, right?
No, it wasn't a piece. It was a whole pie.
Hey, you're just sitting back on enjoy that sumbitch right there. I hope you like that one. You like that creamy cheese, you son of a...
It was really hard to keep a straight face when he took his first bite.
I told him to put some really fresh feta on that for you, you motherfucker.
Oh, man.
Hey, Richard. I'm trying to figure out if my grandma's listening or not.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm just kidding. She's not.
What is that? His daughter's listening?
If we ever get Yngwie on this show, I'm going to play this little clip for him.
Go for it.
I'll give you Richard's
like, how was that pizza, jack leg?
But just call me first so I can listen.
That'd be awesome. Hey, listen here, Jack. Like, you remember that pizza you got?
Yeah, the one that you thought was the best ever?
Yeah.
He did kind of wince a bit when he took the first bite, but I don't know if it was because it was hot or if he was tasting my man juice.
No, I think it's because he's Scandinavian or some shit, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, they love that shit over there.
Yeah, they spell shit with too many J's and Z's in it.
That's right.
Every word looks like the freaking alphabet.
The street signs are 4.5 feet long.
But does he really?
Why does it take you 42 J's to say something I can say in one phrase?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, think about it. One measure of a guitar solo of his, and he's put like the amount of notes into it that an ordinary metal guitar player would have put in an entire solo.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can't take away he's a great guitar player, but he's a fucking horrid character.
He gets trumped by his doucheness.
But when you lose that thing, I mean, The reason you play music is to, bring it out to the crowds and bring it to the people. These people are paying your bills. Why you got to be a douche to everybody? The reason you're there is because of them.
No kidding. See, punk rock is different. Punk rock, those people aren't paying your bills. Hopefully, they'll pay your gas money to the next show. And,
right? Yeah, exactly.
And you're there for the same reason they are, to get it out. You got something
and
to say.
Love music,
and everyone comes together and unites.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a labor of love.
And then make friends with the bartender and pass out, but
that's right.
That's
I was reading a story about a band that was, I don't know, not just signed. They were signed a while ago, but they were putting out, I think it was their second album. And instead of doing a big CD release at one of these high class clubs in New York, they decided to do it in an old, broke down, like 4-bay garage, and just invited people. And it was like a $5 ticket. And said, no, this is where we came from. Yeah, I think that's who it was.
That sounds like some Fugazi stuff.
And they're like, look, man, this is where we started from. This is where we're at. This is who we are. We don't have to go and do this big CD release party. No, this is for the people who like our music. They don't have $25, $30 for one ticket to come in and then drink some beer. So we're going to have a couple kegs and we're doing it in this 3-bay garage.
That sounds like Green Fields right there, doesn't it?
Oh, man, I mean, that's it right there, man. That's the way to do it.
That's one thing about Fugazi that I will never forget is when all the ticket prices went up. It was somewhere between 90 and 93, and they were saying they refused to go above $5 to all the clubs. And I was in high school, and I mean that right there hit home as much as anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely, because that they're doing it for the love of the music. They're doing it because they enjoy what they're doing, and they enjoy getting their sound out and having fun, and it's a party. When you got into music, I mean, yeah, everybody has a dream. Oh, yeah, one day to have a big tour bus or what so have you. Well, not everybody. I mean, but
and Richard to go get their pizza for him with a special sauce. Right?
Exactly.
We have another caller. We have another caller.
Hello.
859 area code. You're on. Go.
Hey, this is Chris Doherty from Gang Green.
Woo!
Oh, man.
Who do I get here? Who we got on the air? We get the Antagonizers in the background there?
That's right.
Yeah, like a motherfucker.
No, I didn't know. I didn't think you could swear. What the fuck's going on, dudes?
What's up, dude? How you doing,
man?
Yeah. Internet radio. We don't have to deal with the stupid laws.
I like to hear that. I was just on the Eric or the ED show, fanzine show down in Tampa.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah? Well, you guys going back down there without us? You cheating on us?
Fuck no, but we made a good friendship with those guys, and they were good to us. So I try to do the show every week, and of course I was pumping the Antagonizers. I pumped you guys up, and I pumped up that new box set of 7-inch singles that Curtis was putting out.
Sweet.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
That's quite the package there. So what do we got? Who's on the air, man? Who am I talking to?
This is the Will and Thunder.
Richard and Eric are on the air, and then the two hosts.
Right. I'm Will.
What's going on, man? I am Thunder, man. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good, but thanks for having me on. Bo sent me a text, and I dialed up the number. I thought it was like some type of sex hotline or something, I had really no idea what I was getting into. And
that's on a Wednesday. That's on a Wednesday night.
Well, don't get your hopes up just because he said he'll fit the bill.
Yeah. So where are you guys based out of?
Well, I'm based out of Tennessee, and Will's based out of North Carolina.
Right.
All right.
And I'm still in the sewers in Atlanta.
Yeah.
No, you weren't talking to me.
Yeah, I was talking to you guys. But hey, I don't know if those guys talked about that little Florida swing we did, man. We had a fucking blast. That was the best little road trip I've taken in a while. What a vacation that was.
Oh, man, it was great.
Yeah, Will and I are both originally from Florida. We lived there 30-plus years, man. That's where we got our start, playing music and doing our things down there in the Orlando area.
Uh-huh.
Well, you guys need to go. If you moved out of Florida north,
you need to go back.
If it was anywhere decent, then you may need to go see someone. Because
people keep telling me that.
Hey, the one thing I like about Orlando is that the Wet and Wild water slide park, man. If you park in, if you look at the front of the entrance and you go to that parking lot on the left, there's like a fence about 5-6 feet tall. You can hop over and you're right in a little like sunning
Kiddie
area
pool
with
section.
umbrellas and shit. Yeah, you're right in the kiddie pool area. You can sneak in there, no problem.
Yeah, Wet n Wild it is. Spent many times there, man. You know, Atlanta's a great area, man.
I love that place.
Chris, you're one of the reasons why they put that dye in the kiddie pool to where when you pee in it turns blue around you?
Yeah, like in donuts. Yeah.
But you kept jumping the fence after a case of beer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do they serve pizza there?
Oh, Jesus.
No. I can't even remember. Do they serve beer? I know every time I was there I was drunk, but I don't know if
yeah,
I
they
drank
serve beer there.
Yeah,
they don't serve beer there, but
they have
you do.
a specialty pizza called the Ingve Malmsteen.
It's a little salty. It's a little salty, but it's not the prosciutto.
Yeah,
and
covered in noodles from the guy being such a noodler. The Ingve Malmsteen pizza is covered in noodles because he's such a noodler.
Actually, no. Richard just told the story about he had to get a pizza for Ingve Malmsteen, and he was acting like a dick and douche, and he got a little special sauce and knuckle genocide on there. Well,
yeah. Hey, he had it coming to him.
Yeah,
he's always got it coming to him.
Every time that you play the song, which is
hard to tell, no pun intended, right?
It's hard to tell when he's smiling and saying it's the best he's ever had, right?
He had to get the David Bowie stomach pump afterwards.
Yeah, he couldn't talk much. He had his mouth full.
Well, I don't know how much are the tickets for Suffragist City going for?
I don't know, but it seems like I walked right into the middle of a total shitstorm here, man. I missed like the whole conversation, what was going on. I feel a little left out. Somebody want to bring me up to speed real quick in a paragraph or less?
Yeah, it's just another wasted night. Does that sound familiar?
No, I fucking wrote it.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I thought it was that other guy.
Yeah, it was me. But yeah, we're doing. You guys aren't doing the punk rock bowling thing with us, are you?
No,
I wish.
No, we're not going around this time around.
We're doing next. We're doing Fuck You, We Roll.
Where's that, Texas or something? Where is it?
That's in Oklahoma.
All right.
Tulsa, isn't it?
Tulsa, Oklahoma. I wanted to get you guys on there though.
What's the date on it?
Like July 4th, 3 days. July 4th weekend.
Right.
That was the one you asked me about.
Yeah, that's great.
That one, they sold out like 3 months ago.
Yeah. Well, I just saw today someone posted online that there are actually 2 tickets available.
Oh, it's like the golden ticket for Willy Wonka, right?
Yeah. I'm sure they're probably gone by now.
I would say
they'll make a movie
30
about
seconds after that was posted. Yeah.
Hey, this is Will here. What's the gentleman from Gangrene? What's your name?
Chris Doherty.
Okay. Would it be all right if I called you after the show?
Sure.
I'd like to get you guys on here at some point.
Yeah, I'd love to do it. Well, you got me on here.
I'm here
now, man. I'm here now.
I wanted to give you guys your own
episode.
Again. Okay, cool. I'll give you guys a call.
Yeah,
I think we're booked for
definitely.
next week,
Absolutely.
but then the following week.
Themed one.
Sweet.
Happy to do it, man. Anytime.
Cool.
Chris is a good friend of ours. I wanted to have him call up. We just got done doing a couple weeks ago. We just did a 4-day tour in Florida, and we hit Orlando, Tampa, Miami with Palm the game.
And with Palm, Chris got boobies in his face.
In his face.
Oh, yeah.
Like I saw the video.
Man. That was a nice set, too. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys say? I'd say that was a highlight, but I think Miami was the best show. I think we had the most fun there on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, that show was crazy.
You know, they closed that place down a couple days after we left there.
What do you guys do?
That's not the first time. That's not the first time Gangrene's played a place and they closed it down right afterwards.
I know, right?
That show was crazy. It was like something out of like an old punk hardcore documentary. People just swinging from the rafters, jumping off the stage, jumping off the bar. I mean,
just tearing everything up.
You gotta get that video from Curtis, buddy. Curtis got that video to go down in the archives.
It's kind of like one of those stories about the band's age, but the fans stay the same age.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I know. I mean, I'm feeling it. I mean, you guys see what the stress and drama I go through with this severe back pain, man. I mean, it's just like I'm getting old. I'm that guy that when I was younger, abused my body playing every sport possible and riding a skateboard. And people told me once I got older I'd feel the pain. I was like, fuck you, I'm not going to make it past 30. And now I'm in my 40s, and it's like, oh, shit, I should have listened to somebody back then.
Exactly. Yeah, I was a big skateboarder back in the day, and now my knees are so bad it's ridiculous, man. Can't walk 10 feet. You hear them crack. It sounds like bubble paper. Oh.
I have the same story, but my brother waited to quit. I think it was 3 years after I did, and so his ankles are just mangled. And
it's a chore getting off the couch every morning, because that's usually where I pass out. I never quite make it into the bedroom.
My brother couldn't sneak up on Beethoven with his joints popping.
Yeah, nice. Hey, well, listen, call me or text me after the show. It's in the red, and I've got probably less than 5% left, so I don't want to seem like I'm hanging up on you guys. I don't want to be rude.
Oh, good, Chris.
But yeah, give me a call, and hey, Antagonizers, love you guys, man, and let's talk, and hopefully Curtis will respond to that text I sent him.
You got it, man.
All right.
All right, Dave, thanks for having me on the show. Give me a call. If I don't answer, just send me a text with the number again, and when you guys want me on, I'd be more than happy to do it.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Chris, thanks for being on the show, man. Thanks for calling in, man.
My pleasure. Have a great night, everybody. Good talking to you guys. Hey, can't wait to do it again. Florida's a fucking blast.
Yes.
All right. See
yes,
you.
Sure.
See you.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, have a good one.
So you said that you guys are going to Oklahoma, man, do a little thing up there, huh?
Yeah. We're doing the Fuck You We Rule Fest in July.
No, I didn't name that.
Say what? You're cutting out.
And no, I didn't come up with a name for that. Sounds like one of mine.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's an annual fest they do for a 3-day weekend fest. We got probably over 40 bands playing from all over, and it did great last year, but this year it sold out like in a month's time. So it's a promoter's dream to put together a fest, and you got to worry about nothing. There's no promoting, there's no advertising because all the tickets are gone.
Yeah, I think it sold out about a week or maybe less from the time I found out about it.
Well, the beauty of that
that's awesome.
The beauty of that is, the tickets are gone. The bands who are getting paid are paid and whatnot. He can go out and get sponsors and put all that money into his pocket.
Hey, don't say that. That's not very punk rock.
Hey, you know what though? I'm gonna tell you all.
Sometimes you gotta feed the machine, though.
Ain't nothing wrong. Nobody said just because it pays punk rock that you gotta lose money.
Exactly.
Punk rock don't lose money. I call that about being dumb.
There's something major that changes in the human mind. Somewhere between 21 and 30, having children and a mortgage.
Yeah, I know all that. I got 6 kids, man. I live the poverty life every day.
God damn, you ever heard of condoms?
No, but I did finally buy a TV, so I had to find something else to do.
We're gonna send you over a box of Antagonizer condoms. It's easy to
It'd be awesome.
It says "fuck you." We rule.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys finish up. I'm in Chris's timetable too. I'm gonna go ahead and be a dad and put my kids to bed. Thanks for having me on.
What are they doing up this late?
I know I'm an old man too. I'm older than all you guys.
I didn't say that.
Well, I don't know about that, man. We got you a little bit here.
I know you do. I'm just trying to make you guys feel good.
I do appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Man, no problem, man. Thanks for having me on. I'll talk to you guys later.
Good night, Bob.
All right, cheers, guys.
Later, buddy.
You have a good one, man.
He's lying. He had to go work out and eat protein bars.
That's real punk rock right there too.
No. Oh my God. Have you ever seen him?
I've seen the picture. I've seen the picture of the band, but I don't know who's who.
Okay. He's what my good old boy brother-in-law would call that big old ape-sized son of a bitch.
I got you right there.
So
he looks like The Rock, but with tattoos standing in front of us or behind us. It doesn't matter because he is the whole picture.
I understand what you're saying. See, I'm the opposite of that. All the bands I've been in, like Will's 6'3", and our guitar players have always been 6+. I'm 5'6".
Damn it.
Whatever.
Damn.
You always want.
It's usually the short guy. It's usually the short guy that's like, no, this is me. Anyway, I'm 5'6". That's how I got the name Thunder.
They're in more the math rock, aren't they? The little shorty nerdy guys.
I don't think that he would fall into that category. No.
No.
But Bodine looks like a pro wrestler. He really does.
Yeah,
Well,
I saw
speaking of wrestling, as I said, I'm 5'6", and I'm a big guy. I'm just, I'm the short stature, so I want to join midget wrestling as a giant. So we could be a tag team, right? That's right.
So kind of
little big
the giant, right? You wear one of those one-piece wife beaters with the one strap like Andre?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, Eric, you ought to do that. Hey, Eric, you ought to do that Saturday night at the gigs.
Oh, I've already got my gag planned out.
Yeah, we're actually playing a show here in Atlanta on Saturday night at the Highlander. It's a free show with DDC.
Playing with DDC and the Preserves.
Yeah, and it's DDC is a great local punk band. I mean, if you guys haven't heard, you really should check them out. I mean, they're great.
Oh, absolutely.
It's Shane's last show with them, so they're going to be pulling out some old songs and whatnot, and the Reserves are awesome as well, so hopefully some of these people that are listening will come out. Say what now?
Isn't that the Sniper 66 show, too?
No, that's Alabama next month, man.
Oh, okay.
So what's going on with the gags you're talking about?
Well, our quote-unquote entertainment attorney, a.k.a. counterculture attorney at law, known as Donahue, as he says, came up with an idea for an introduction for our set about 6 or 8 months ago, joking around, and I said, but the problem is I can count on one hand how many times we've played Atlanta in the last 2.5, 3 years. And he said, well, we'll have to keep it in mind. So it was that he goes up on stage and says 3 out of 4 of these boys, according to Georgia state law, cannot perform here tonight without escort by the local authorities and with me, their legal attorney, being present. And so then we get escorted one at a time out by APD and uncuffed, and he introduces us, and then he says something along the lines, and here they are, Antagonizers ATL, and we come in. And it's confirmed that we've got APD on board, the counterculture attorney known as Donahue, and the band. So
that's awesome.
It costs maybe a T-shirt and my drink tickets, so...
There's nothing wrong with that at all. I mean,
there is because
you have to be creative
drink
to pull
tickets.
something off.
It's the Highlander. There are no drink tickets. Just drink until it's gone.
Cops don't know that, dude. They don't hang out there. They hang out in the parking lot to arrest people that hang out there.
Well, that in itself could cause an issue too, don't you think?
Come see the Antagonizers. Come see the Antagonizers and get arrested. Come on.
There you go. Hey, but before you do, buy a CD and a T-shirt, maybe a sweatshirt too if you got any money, right?
That's right.
Hey, gas to get here ain't free.
That's right. And that's Saturday night, April 26th. It starts at about 8:30.
Yeah. Doors are about 8:30, something like that, I think.
Something like that.
Everyone's on the guest list, so
that is correct. And everyone remember that if you're looking for trouble, go there because nothing good ever happens after dark.
That's right. But that's where all the fun starts.
But bring money and go to the merch booth. See Louie.
So what are your guys' future plans, man? You guys going to put out a full-length CD, and do you guys have any lines on being signed or anything like that, or you guys just kind of rolling along?
I mean, right now, we just got out of the studio. We recorded 10 songs. We have two in the lurch still, and we're just trying to figure out what we want to do with them at this point. We've got a couple of record labels interested, so
cool.
It's unclear right now whether we're gonna have a full length or if we're gonna put a little bit here and there, do some splits. There's all these possibilities, and we're just kind of really taking it as it comes.
We're trying to figure out if we want to be like the neighborhood whore and have a little bit here and there and everywhere, or if we just want to blow the whole wad on one thing, right?
You mean on one pizza, right?
Yeah, one pizza.
That's right. So hold your ground.
I'd like the Ingve Malmsteen specialty 10-inch, please. Oh wait, make it a 14-inch. But wear protection.
So what are you saying about hold your ground?
Now, hold your ground. You can get that obviously at the shows. But online they can find it. You got it on CD Baby and all those as well.
We got Bandcamp.com. There's a
Pirates
link
Press.
from the .com website, from the Reverb Nation website.
Can they buy it off your website?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes. There's a link from the .com website and I think the Reverb Nation website, which will take you to the Bandcamp page of ours.
Okay.
Also,
you can get it through Pirates Press Records too.
Pirate Press Records and Longshot Music. Also,
well, the reason we were asking if they can get it off of your website would be, if they're sending you the money personally and you're dropping it in the mail and sending them the CD back, then obviously you guys make the most money off of that.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's not the whole reason we do all this, but it is nice to break even or better.
Exactly. You still got to eat. And you still got to keep making music. I mean, guitar strings aren't free. Those specialty drumsticks that are handmade that for the 13 and a half, you have to have some money to you got to have some money.
I mean, having
drumsticks
having drumsticks that can turn the volume up to 13 and a half can't be cheap, right?
No,
they're going to be coated with skateboard grip tape too.
Oh, I did that once.
Oh my God!
6 or 7 years ago. It was, I swear that stuff must have been 40 grip. I went to Stratosphere, a skateboard shop in Little Five Points, because I wasn't thinking tennis grip tape. I was thinking skateboard grip tape. So I got that and I wrapped my sticks in it. Yeah, no sticks slipped out of my hands, but no skin stayed on my hands either. And I did this. We practiced every day for what was it, Richard? About 3 hours. This was our last band, Radio Nowhere. We practiced every night for about 4 hours a night, and so after 2 nights, I couldn't stop using it because my hands were too mangled to be able to hold on to
a regular drumstick, right?
To handle naked drumsticks. So I mean, I was throwing blood everywhere, like the werewolves were feeding, and we had a show 3 or 4 days after it got to that point, and so I played the show like that. I still have those sticks, and it's kind of like one of those things of keeping something, whether you frame it or not, whether the memory is good or not, and it was definitely a lesson learned. But I mean, that's kind of one of those stories that starts out like Jessica White saying, "Well, friend, let me tell you, it's going to be some unbelievable shit." So
that seems like a good way to enter into the Spinal Tap Moment segment. We got a little intro for that, so let's go ahead and do that.
Thank you, Cleveland.
These guys are 11. You can't print that.
Spinal Tap segment.
What's wrong with being sexy?
He died. He died in a bizarre gardening accident. Thousands of people spontaneously combust each year.
Hello, Cleveland! Hello, Cleveland!
God, our Spinal Tap Moment intro had a Spinal Tap moment. Jeez. Is it a full moon tonight or something?
Did you guys know that Richard went down to the Orange Amplifier factory or depot here in Atlanta, and he got an artist deal, and part of the artist deal was that each of the knobs goes up to 11.5. So he's got them.
Yeah, and I also ended up having to fall off the stage every other show. That was the small print.
Well, you haven't done that in a while, so you're due for a good one, a 6-foot drop.
Oh yeah,
I've done that before.
Yeah.
I have a habit of just diving completely off the stage backwards on my ass at any given moment.
That's always fun.
Then he kicks like a fish out of water. It's awesome. I can't stop.
Well, as long as he keeps playing, it's okay.
Yeah. I successfully kept playing at least these last few times.
You got to be good at something, right?
I mean, I've literally leapt completely off of the side of a stage and having someone hoist me up while I'm playing, just because I land wrong or something. Yeah. I mean, I had a slight moment like that in, where was it, Orlando?
Yeah, I think it was
Orlando.
Yeah,
Orlando, but it all ended up well, being fed beer while playing on my back.
That was
in Orlando.
The loud, distorted sound of the place.
Where'd you guys play in Orlando? What club did you play?
We played the Back Booth, I believe is what it was called.
Yeah, it was BB. I remember that. It got moved from the other place. At the
it got moved from Will's Pub.
And then we played in Tampa at
the Mug.
That big
Brass
fucking
Mug.
place.
That place was nice. The Brass Mug.
I've been there. I've never played there, but I've been there.
That place is huge.
I was actually in a punk band kind of briefly years back. The band was called Scurvy the Clown. You might have heard of them. Scurvy the Clown.
That sounds faintly familiar to me.
Yeah,
what time period was that?
This was back in the I want to say mid-90s. It was a trio, but I would come on and play shows with them from time to time. I was like the unofficial fourth member, basically. But they would do songs with like one set list of like 35 songs.
Goddamn.
Yeah,
were they like 10 seconds apiece?
Yeah, I mean, it was really.
That's like some Keith Morris shit right there.
Yeah,
You know, you blow your wad in 25 seconds, and then you say thank you.
They had a song. They had some great song titles. Like, their album was called "If I Was Married to Courtney, I'd Blow My Head Off Too."
I disagree.
Yeah, but they did
Nap.
This.
But who's Courtney? Right.
Huh?
It was a bad joke. I said, yeah, but who's Courtney?
Oh.
After I said, yeah, who'd blame him?
But they had another. They put out this EP with like 4 songs on it, where all they did was put a boombox in the middle of their rehearsal space and hit record on it, and they put it out on tapes, and it was called "What'd You Expect for a Buck," and they sold the damn thing for $1.
God damn, that's genius. That's
nice.
Genius. That's some ghetto ass entrepreneurial shit right there.
But they do reunion shows from time to time. They're just great. I mean, they had a song called "I Can't Believe She Fucked That Loser." It's basically a comedy act, and I always had a lot of fun when I was doing that. We did one of the shows that I did with them was an '80s metal tribute show, and this is back when I had long hair, and I dressed up as an '80s metal guitar player, and I put on makeup.
Dave Malmsteen?
Nah, more like C.C. DeVille with brown hair. But
wow, how long did it take you to do that hairdo?
Too long. I never.
He had the blonde man afro.
And,
yeah, he did.
And my hair is.
Yeah, when Will had long hair, it wasn't curly; it was naturally knotted. And, yeah.
Well, maybe he should have gone reggae, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do like Bob Marley, but But there was this one we did like these punk versions of like "Talk Dirty to Me," and a few other covers, and it was a really fun show. And they had me do an unaccompanied guitar solo.
Just solo by itself?
Unaccompanied guitar solo.
Awesome.
A slide piece and went up and the whole time.
So you guys been in Atlanta the whole time there. You guys have been playing the Atlanta scene for years. Obviously, you said you guys are in your mid-30s. We have a really good friend of ours that was lived in Atlanta, lived on the streets of Atlanta for a long time, and he's an artist, a philosopher. His name's Mobius.
They know.
We know Mobius.
You guys know Mobius?
Yeah, we just saw him in Orlando. He's one of the homies.
Yeah,
he used to walk up in the square in Little Five Points. The square is like the middle of the meeting area, kind of. But
that's why I brought him up. I heard one of you say 5 Points.
He used to walk up in Little 5 Points and instead of, can I get, you got a quarter? Can I get a quarter or whatever? He'd say he would do the more I'll work for it version of, can I read you some poetry for a donation? And,
exactly.
Yeah,
Mobius is good friends of ours, man. We spent many a times, especially in my teens, You know, we'd be out skateboarding 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and hit up Denny's, drink coffee, and just sit there, and Mobius is, you know, writing, and we're talking. I mean, real good friend of ours from Cocoa Beach, Florida. Yeah, Mobius. Yeah.
Well,
I
he
was
was
wondering when you guys said 5 points. That's what kind of hit it home for me.
5 points. 5 points is more along the lines of Little John and the East Side Boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well,
that's
actually,
pretty neat that we had that connection right there.
Mobius was the guy
it's a small world,
that got
definitely.
me. Well, not really, because Mobius was the guy that got me, you know, that told me to get in touch with you guys in Gangrene.
You see, I didn't know that. So anyway, well, there you go. I made the connection without that, but yeah, it's kind of cool, man.
That's really cool.
That makes it even cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's one of those. I mean, just geniuses. Oh, you know, his writing's unbelievable, man. And you know, he's got that rock and roll, you know, mentality to him, and just his writing's awesome, man. And just to sit and be able to talk with him for, you know, 30, 40 minutes, man, just gets your mind rolling in so many directions.
Oh yeah.
Well, we had him on the show a few weeks ago, and if you go to our YouTube page, you can find that at it's William Telltale. You can find his show on YouTube as well as most of our others. And yours will be up there sometime tomorrow.
Cool.
He did a few videos of our set in Orlando, and I think it was more of the club and their PA than it was the equipment, but the sound was so distorted that it was unbearable to even watch with the volume down.
Well, maybe what we can do is get with Mobius, and maybe he can download it, send it to Will, and when we do your show archived on YouTube, maybe we can put the video as the background.
Right. That'd be cool. We got really good quality sound and image videos of, what was it, Richard, 2 or 4 songs? 4 or 6 songs from Tampa.
I'm not really sure how many songs.
2 songs per video. I can say with confidence, for definite sure, there are 2 videos with 2 songs apiece from the Brass Mug in Tampa that are professional quality.
Okay, do you have one of the songs we played tonight, like City Boy or Hold Your Ground or Believe?
I think one of them was, one of the videos is Just My Luck, and then we go straight into City Boy without the 1, 2, 3, 4 Dee Dee Ramone. And then the other one is a new song, Dead to Us, we just recorded in this last session of 10 into our cover of Straight.
I don't think any of the ones we played tonight, except for City Boy, is
okay. Well, now I'm not the technical guru here. I just talk on the phone and bullshit around here. Will, how hard would it be for you to edit their video version of City Boy when we put the show on the archive?
Shouldn't be that hard. I've never done that. I've never done that before, but it shouldn't be that hard. Just send it to willtelltale@gmail.com.
Okay, and I'll do you the same. Antagonizers ATL@gmail.com.
Okay. Oh, let's play City Boy right now. My Skype is starting to fluctuate, kind of. It's like I'm hearing things and then I'm not hearing things. So
you need to get an app for that.
That's right.
Actually, I need to get
for everything.
I need to get a better computer. Is there an app for that?
Yeah, it's called go to
bestbuy.com
and find a trunk you think you could easily get open with a screwdriver.
I had a car that you could only get into the trunk with a screwdriver.
Nice. Oh yeah, you ghetto, man.
You do what you have to do, man.
You know, Locke's only there to keep honest people honest, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and play City Boy, and and then we'll start to we'll keep going and everything. But if I lose my Skype, then the show's gonna go over. Hey, and we'd have a bookend screw up. We started the show with a crash, and then we'd end the show with a crash. Except ending, if we lost it right now, that wouldn't be that would be my fault, not.
That's the punk rock way. Go out in a blaze of glory, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and play City Boy right now, and then we'll be back for a little while.
Because we like the sound of traffic jams. That's the first line. Yeah, don't play the Cheers right now. Wait a few minutes.
Okay.
All right, guys, we'll be right back on the Will and Thunder Show. This is Antagonizer with City Boy.
Like that side of traffic jam. It's in a place like a jam. Like the side of a crowded street. 'Cause it's the city where I wanna be. Yeah. In the city, in the city, in the city. I like the side of a traffic jam. It's in a place like in the jam. Like the side of a crowded street. This is the city where I wanna be. I like that back and go to a bar without having to start a car. It's the place that I was born, and it's the place I'll never be torn. No, I'm gonna be. You know I gotta be. I was gonna be a city boy. City boy. Oh yeah, city boy. I was gonna be a city. No, I'm gonna be. You know I gotta be. I was gonna be a city boy. City boy. Oh yeah, city boy. I was gonna be a city boy. A city boy. There's one place I wanna be, and that's right here, living in the city. You'll never see me on a farm. Maybe I should start doing this harm. Like that back and make a choice. I play places with a voice. Wake up smelling factories. Type like top years up on me. No, I'm gonna be. You know I gotta be. I'm gonna be a city boy. City boy. Oh yeah, city boy. I'm gonna be a city. No, I'm gonna be. You know I gotta be. I'm gonna be a city boy. City boy. Oh yeah, city boy. I'm gonna be a city boy. A city boy. I'm gonna be a city boy.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah, welcome back.
You know, guys, it's one thing I really like about punk music is it's one of those things. I mean, you can't sit down and just be like, oh yeah, that's nice to listen to. It makes you want to get up and go do something, man. It makes you want to move around.
That's what Alvin and Marvin Gaye are for. Is if you want to sit, if you want to break something, then punk rock music gets you in the mood.
You know, it just makes you want to get up and oh man, I love it.
That's how you know it's good.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely, man. I mean, I don't know, man. You guys, you got your show coming up in a couple of days here. You guys are going to Oklahoma here in a little bit, and going to do your what's the name of the fuck off?
It's called Fuck You, We Rule.
Fuck You, We Rule.
It sounds like the Hives. The Hives may have named that festival, right?
The who?
Yeah, the Hives. They always say, "Oh, because we are your new favorite band," and smart ass stuff like that.
That's ironic that it's in Oklahoma and it's called that because you remember a couple years ago, Jeff Tate of Queensryche told the entire Rocklahoma crowd that they suck.
Pot called the Ghetto Black.
Huh?
Exactly.
I said the pot called the Ghetto
I got
Black.
You. That's right.
I don't know. It's probably at the same
moment. Ingve Malmsteen pizza.
Yeah, right? That's what he needs.
Well, he does like to spit.
At the beginning of this show right here, when we were talking to you guys were talking about Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, God. He's going to get me on a roll, isn't he?
Well, I've got a great story about Jehovah's Witnesses.
Let me hear.
When I was living down in Florida, I lived in a trailer park. And you know how they put the trailers as close together as you can.
You sure you want to on the radio?
Huh?
I'm joking.
Yeah, they put them pretty close.
It was one Sunday, early afternoon, about, I guess, 12 o'clock, and they were doing their rounds through this trailer park and going door to door, knocking on doors.
And tell you about the truth.
To tell us about the truth and hand out pamphlets.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I'm out there, and I was doing something in the yard or in my car or whatever, and they come to talk to me. I'm like, yeah, take your paperwork, do whatever you want to do with it. Well, the neighbor who lived beside me was of the alcoholic nature, stayed up very late at night.
When is Miss Green?
They go and knock on his door. Well, I hear him fumbling through the trailer, stumbling around, kicks what I would imagine would be a coffee table or whatever, and lets out the loudest "God damn it" you've ever heard in your life and opens the door at the same time. And this Jehovah's Witness just stood there and shook. And said, "I guess you don't want this, do you?" And walked away. And I laughed my ass off for about 15 minutes on that situation.
Did you yell at him as he was running away? And you failed the test.
I should have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jehovah was testing you.
They generally make it about 3 steps to my door, and then my dog jumps up, and they don't want none.
Look, I'm back, and I know I sound like crap. Now I'm having Skype issues, so I just called in with my regular phone.
You ought to get an app for that.
That's right. It's on the Android App Store or the Apple App Store. So I mean,
you can get them from Bodon by way of the Antagonizers website.
Nice.
That's right. There's a link there.
Yeah. But the beauty of this is I can now that I'm not chained to the computer, I can pace around like a caged tiger.
Ah,
there you go. Are you going to have Survivor in the background with images of Rocky?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do put together a slideshow for these shows when they go on YouTube. I think I may have some.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When we do that slideshow, that's what I was talking about. If you guys could get that video to us, that'd be awesome for when we're playing City Boy to actually have that video of you guys playing in Tampa. Would be, it'd just make for good YouTube, which, I mean, that's hard to come by anyway.
Yeah. Well, at the next commercial or at the end, you can give me your info or I'll give you mine, and then you can send it to me, and we'll
actually, exactly. Phil, you got his number, so after the show, give him a call, and we'll get it all figured out, and we'll get it on there. And that way we can have it, when we do the show.
Just email the video file to me at willtelltale@gmail.com, and I'll get that on there. Well, I mean, I'll do it. I mean, I'm planning on having the show up on YouTube sometime tomorrow at the latest. So, because of what happened earlier with the crash and everything. But,
well, right now, when it comes to punk music, I mean, you guys said you're in your 30s, I'm in my 40s. I have a question of a certain band that I really loved back in the day, and I want to see what you think about it. I mean, what do you think about Suicidal?
Oh, the first 2 albums were amazing, but after that, they kind of lost my interest.
That was one of my favorite bands growing up right there. I mean, sitting there, skateboarding, little suicidal tendencies. What do you think about the new punk bands?
There's a lot of really good ones. A lot of really good ones out right now.
Ones are better. Or at least around there. The newer ones.
Yeah, well, it did go through that awkward period.
It went through that 90s phase.
Like emo kind of punk, kind of.
Where
emo is not punk.
I know what you're saying, but that's,
did you say Thunder? I'm
no,
sorry.
No, hold on, stop for a second here. Stop now. You sounded like a jackass all night. You're gonna pull that on me? Whatever.
You got to be good at something.
I'm sorry, we hadn't had a jackass all night. It was time.
Yes, we have. He's been on Skype.
My brother.
But I mean,
let's see, Lower Class Brats is a band. I mean, they I guess they could be considered newer, even though they've been around forever. That's
in
a
the
newer.
90s.
Well, yeah, but they're doing. I think they're doing better now than they have been all along. So really, if you base it, they're in the now still.
Well, yeah, they've been around 20 years.
But never mind.
I get what you're saying.
Anyways, bands that come from those bands are really good now. Trying to think, the Carbonas, they were great.
Oh, yeah.
Although they're a couple of years old now, there's a lot of good Atlanta punk coming out now. Bands like DDC, Magoo's Heroes is good. You got
what's that Bad Brains cover band?
Band and ATL, they're great.
Yeah.
For a fun cover show.
Would you say are there enough to say that there's a punk scene emerging in Atlanta?
Well,
yeah,
I'll say it's up and coming again.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
You had that lull there for a while, man. I mean, there are bands out there that were some people considered punk.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, exactly.
Like
I mean,
10-year lull.
But yeah, I mean things are picking up for sure. I mean a lot more bands coming out of the city again, you know. So
the Biters.
Yeah, well, you know, I consider them more of a rock and roll kind of.
Yeah, they're more
definitely.
like I don't know, Joan Jett meets, well, as far as looks, Joan Jett, but the sound is what's that?
I'd say it would be compared to like, you know, 70s Brit pub rock kind of stuff mixed with, you know, you know, with punk undertones, you know. El Caminos is a good punk band from here. They've been around forever.
Mm-hmm.
That band I was telling you about, Scurvy the Clown, they had a song called Elvis Stole My El Camino.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
So, what do you listen to? I mean, if you're sitting in your car and you're throwing in some music, who are the bands that you guys like listening to?
I like reggae.
I've been here recently. I've been listening to the Jetbirds a lot. Templars, as always. Some BDC recently. The Testers, Clash. You know, old standbys and then
of course, you know,
well.
Clash and Misfits, Ramones,
Michael Jackson Thriller,
Dead Kennedys.
Well, you know, Dead Kennedys every now and again.
I'm more into a lot more fun when you're just going through puberty.
Yeah, I've been listening to.
Well, they were new at that time for me, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the bands I really liked, and I guess you can't. I mean, I guess punk, but they were so kind of more light-handed with like Violent Femmes.
Yeah, they were kind of comedic and kind of art punk kind of stuff.
Yeah, you know, that was one of those bands I really, especially back in the day, you know, when you had a Sony Walkman or whatever, you know, you sit there skateboarding, Violent Femmes. I used to love listening to them.
Yeah.
My dad didn't like them. That's the only reason I like them. He didn't like the name. Well, you know, Dad being a Marine, you know, John Wayne's a sissy to him, so, hey, these guys are called Violent Femmes. He's not going to like this. Let me buy the tape. It's only $3.50, right?
Nice. Well, you guys want to go ahead and wrap it up?
Well, actually, I have to wrap it up right here because I have to go finish some things around the house, make sure that one of my 6 kids is home and safe here in about 10 minutes, or I'm going to have to get on the phone. And my new 16-year-old just got a car and doesn't like to come home on time, so I have to go handle that. But, Will, another good show here. Antagonizer, guys, wish you guys the best. Thanks for coming on the show tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Look forward to hearing more from you guys. And don't forget to go see these guys Saturday night, 8:30 p.m. at the Highlander. And good luck on your excursion to Oklahoma, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right, well, the Thunder, you have a good evening. I'm going to chat with them for just another couple minutes here, and then we'll wrap it up. And I will talk to you tomorrow, okay, buddy?
All right, buddy. I'll holler at you later. Thanks, guys, once again, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Good night. You have a good one, man.
All right, bye.
Bye. Anyway, the drummer of the Scurvy the Clown band that I was telling you about, these days he has a review site where where people send him stuff and everything. I'm going to send him your link and let him review you guys.
Oh, awesome!
Thank you.
Awesome.
I mean, I do reviews for the site from time to time as well, but he's more punk is more his thing.
Yeah.
And, huh?
What site is it?
It's indiemusic.co.
Oh, cool.
And I'm also gonna I'll have to get with you tomorrow or something, but I want to get your address and everything. I'm gonna see if he can send you guys a copy of the CD. If I was married to Courtney, I'd blow my head off too.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be cool. Yeah, thank you.
Because they were a fun band to go and see. It's like comedy, punk, and they were great. And like I said, they have a cult following around Central Florida, and whenever they do a reunion show, there's always a good crowd of people that shows up to see them. And
nice.
So, but one thing that I wanted to say when he was talking about the show you guys are doing on Saturday, where you said everybody's on the guest list.
Yeah.
To anybody who's saying this, anybody who is hearing this, and more people will hear it once it gets up onto YouTube. But anybody that's hearing this before Saturday, when you get carded, say, "I'm on the guest list."
There you go.
Definitely. Definitely.
There you go.
That would really mess with
I'm
the
with
guy.
the band. Why aren't you carrying anything? Because I had my assistant do it.
Oh, you mean the bass player?
There you go. Billy doubles as a ninja because he sneaks in and out,
Nice. Well, it was really nice having you on. I had a good time tonight, despite all the technical mishaps. It was definitely good to have a punk band on, just because of all the crap that happened with the show tonight. Was able to blow off some steam. But anyway, I'll definitely be in touch here shortly, within the next day or two. And when I get the show on, when I get it up on YouTube, I'll post it on the Facebook page, and I'll also send it to to your Facebook, through a message, so you can get it out to whoever wants to hear it.
Thank you.
Whoever tried to listen to it tonight but couldn't. I'm sure
tens of people, right? No, I'm just playing.
There was a lot of people. I mean, there was a lot of people.
That's right. All three of them logged in. I'm just messing around.
Yeah, thanks very much for having us on.
Oh, thank you for coming on. And we'll be in touch, and y'all have a good evening.
All right, cheers, man.
Thanks.
Good night.
All right.
Good night. Great show, man. Bye.
All right.
Basically.
What the hell is that?
I'm sorry. Well.
Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show. Will and Thunder Show.
Ridiculous. Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show.
Basically.
What the hell is that?
I'm sorry. Well.
Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show. Will and Thunder Show.
Ridiculous. Welcome to the Will and Thunder Show.
Okay, are we back on? We're back. All right. Well, that was kind of strange. That's about the most technical difficulty you can get out of nowhere. You're like, guess what? We're about to go off the air. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
What the hell is that?
Exactly.
Oh man.
So what happened there?
I don't. Well, I know exactly what happened, but somehow the show was made into a 15-minute show. I have no idea how that happened, but that's what happened.
Well, we're not a 15-minute show. We're a 2-hour show, and I'd like to apologize to the listeners out there who are keeping up with our first story, but we will have them back on next week, beginning of our show, and we'll finish that out right there. That was a big win-win for them right there, and it's nice to hear that the other hosts we had on our show that did the Rosewood with them, the American
well,
reject.
The American.
I didn't mean that. Oh my goodness!
But
sometimes it's kicked in right there.
We've got somebody on hold. If you guys want, if you're on hold and you want to talk, if this is our guest, press 1 to be put into the queue. What we're gonna do, basically the people at Blog Talk Radio started a new show and everything, and since I'm on Skype, I can't have Facebook up at the same time, otherwise it'll crash my Skype. But what he did was, well, he said that he was going to put a new link on the Facebook page so that a new link that people will be able to listen to, and it'll work. So hopefully that'll be up here in just a second. Sorry about the confusion. If I could get on Facebook right now, I would, but I can't.
Well, let's go ahead and throw out our phone number so people can call in, because if you call in, you can listen through the queue.
Yeah. But
so
we're good.
Go ahead
and
give them the number out real quick.
It's 646-716-6135, and like I said, we do have somebody on the line right now. But if they want to, if they want to talk, you need to press 1 so you can get into the queue. But anyway, we're going to play a song from our guest. This is Antagonizers from the Dirty South, from Atlanta, and
Hot Atlanta.
These guys are really good, and we're going to play a song that kind of fits right now. The song's called "Hold Your Ground." That's what we did. Hold your ground. Grace under fire. And
that's right.
And we'll be right back with the Antagonizers on the Will and Thunder Show.
This is not a sad story. It's just life. Hey! 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 Right
All right, welcome back to the Will and Thunder Show, take 2. That's
right, and that's your first taste of Antagonizer out of Atlanta. Man, see, that's the one thing I love about funk music. It's the kind of, screw you side of rock and roll right there, where you can just get out there. It's like a punch in the face,
I wanted to get into a mosh pit like right then after all that stuff went down with the show.
Well, that's what I love about that kind of music. I mean, you get out there, just the aggression you get out. You can hear it in the drums with that pop, 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 pop. Punk music has that drive to it. You know what I mean?
You can't.
You're sitting around, you throw on some punk music. You cannot just sit down and listen to the Sex Pistols and the Misfits. You can't just sit there. Oh yeah, okay. No, man, it's just like in your face kind of. Oh, I love it, man.
Anyway, let's go ahead. We're still somewhat on time. Let's go ahead and bring our guest in.
From the great state of Atlanta, we have Antagonizer. We got him on?
No. Okay, now we got him. How's it going?
Here. What are the chances?
How we doing, man?
I'm doing all right, Still angry, got something to say, making my way on my own, and that's why I still do it. That's what I tell the kids,
That's it, man. And who do we have on the phone? Is this a vocalist? Guitar player, drummer?
Well, my main job is to play drums. All 4 of us sing. Bodon does the front singing, and the rest of us do all the rest of the singing. I guess melodies, harmonies, backups, whatever you call it.
Right.
I'll tell you what, that Hold Your Ground song.
We're a 4-man orchestra.
After what just went down with the show, I don't know if you guys were listening when that happened, but I needed that. And in fact, I still might just get up and run into a wall just for the hell of it, just to pull off a little steam right now.
Well, hey, Black Flag had a Henry Rollins era along the lines of the same thing there.
Absolutely.
Rather than opening Bartles and James, get some black coffee and head for the wall.
That's right.
Isn't that it? I don't remember. It's been years since I played that.
Henry Rollins and Black Flag that's definitely back in the day, man.
Yeah. So, you want to talk about energy? Every person who ever even was fanatical about the band, much less in it, was the epitome of passing on or conveying the struggle, which is the scene of punk rock.
Oh, absolutely. And you see, how many different members have gone through Black Flag?